Let's turn up the heat. Fire.
Hello and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
And Kat's here.
Look who's here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating France's death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Like I say, welcome back to Call of Cthulhu.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died.
Trust me, you don't want to see him.
Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Now, one of the trophies I want to get is I need to push her over the edge, so... Unfortunately...
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
With all due respect, Mrs. Sanders, it was you who sent him to this asylum, not me.
How dare you? What was I supposed to do, detective? Upon seeing such a brilliant mind disintegrate in this way, waking with a start every night with him shrieking in horror, petrified before this accursed painting, unable to look away, until he managed to gouge his eyes out with his own hands. I should have listened to Dr. Fuller, let him intern him months ago. If I am to be condemned, it is because I did not act sooner.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Yeah, you got to push her over the edge for a trophy. Well, I don't know if I did that right or not. There's something over here.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Okay. Back in investigative
Francis
mode.
Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? A house of artists. He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Examine the Shambler. Lovely.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Medicine. I guess my medicine a little bit higher.
Did she really care for him after all?
I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to this return to return his body to you at the moment of his interment. You signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller. If we could play the piano. Huh?
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Okay. Old record player. Well, not record player, sonograph, isn't it?
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Phonograph, okay.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should know, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Wait, the piano was playing in the background of that sonograph.
I should never let them take you away. What have I done? Everything is my fault.
So that's how you were meant to open up the piano then. I just fucking did it randomly. What are you doing in here, cat?
A strange Amerindian pendant.
The whale and the god. Oh, the whale and the cod, not the whale and the god.
I could use one of those.
No, you don't.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. An old diary.
Some time on the Reverend Wicks community. Key to the Sanders Gallery. On the atomical question, I should get my medical up again. Would you read the book? It's a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe they exist.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go.
I'd rather
But as
not.
long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
I found this drawing of a dagger. Did you come across anything like it in your reading?
Perhaps. I saw several daggers in the ledgers. I could always check. What I didn't find, however, was the slightest reason why I should help you, Detective.
I don't need your services. I can manage all on my own, thanks.
Do it then. Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Okie dokie. Well, this is one hell of an art museum.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Well, there's the picture right there. I'll have a snoop around in a minute. It's Kratos' blade.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
That looks like the dagger. What's that? Just wait for my light. Yeah, so that's the dagger that we just saw. Far from possessing the talents of Sarah Hawkins, Sanders drew a dagger with a tortured form down to the smallest detail. The guard carries a strange historic symbol, recurring features of his correspondence with Sarah. Oh dear. What the fuck? Okay. So we gotta get the dagger and stab
What
it?
the hell was that?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
This dagger looks different.
How do you attack? Okay, well that didn't go very well. Didn't even get an object. I ain't got no attack button. All I can do is block. Don't need to see this.
What the hell was that?
Unless I use it on the painting. Maybe. Try it on the painting. Fuck.
Yeah. This dagger looks different.
Oh, if we die, we die. Let's just give it a go. Yeah. Alright. Get the fuck off me, motherfucker. I don't want to come in the pain with you. What the fuck's going on around?
What's the matter with you?
Okay.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Okay. Oh, so we're at the bookstore now then. And there's this broken glass, so.
Where's the bookseller? An old diary. Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Medicine is upgraded. More medicine upgrade. What's that? Would you read the book?
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
It's the Shambhala.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Occultism is upgrading. That's nice. What the fuck? That looks like the Holy Grail cup. Darkwater History, Volume 4. Chessboard. I love playing chess.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. To whom does this footprint belong?
I don't know, but we're gonna figure that out.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
That's animals, is it? Oh, it's fucking cockroaches and rats.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Yeah, the safe is protected.
What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Oh, alright, okay.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and all the clues are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as celebrated author once says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of imagination. Indeed, despite my preferences for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say, a genius was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage, of Miskatonic University. Okay.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Seems like it.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
There's something secret in this room as well, then, that we need to find. Is it in this room or is it in the shop? It's in the shop.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
No, it's not. It's in this room.
What a strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Pendant in the shape of a large dog. I don't know what it represents. I might find out more by searching the bookstore.
Cylinders that Drake tried to
Cylinders.
hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Where's the phonograph? It was in this room, wasn't it?
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Right, so that's the first clue, which is the cup behind us.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Alright, so volume 9, chessboard.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Right. So what have we got? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four, possibly 5 on there.
The Queen has little protection.
Alright. What's that? A, B. B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. We need to find the 9th book. 7.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
7.
So these are the
1.
volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
What's that? 3.
What did Drake say about this collection?
What's that one?
Drake
9.
talked about a particular volume.
Anthology 9th collection. 8. So it was. Is it right? Which one am I on so far? So 4, 5, 9. Five. Eight, 9. Maybe the thing only has 3 jewels in it. 5. 9. No. Hold on a minute. Let me try this. 5. 5, 3, 9. Right, yeah, I get it. So it was 5 jewels. The Queen was being surrounded by 3 black pawns. And the book's number was number 9. So what the fuck? I got a trophy.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Okay, so now that we've started a new chapter, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here and then we'll continue on from there. But thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.